Yeah, I was doing fine. Started fresh out here in the West for 2 years. Barely ever on my mind. Till a friend called up telling me that you gon' move here. Oh my darling, I've been stalling. I've been waiting for you so damn long. And I want all you and your body coming closer. Ain't nobody gon' know about when we put on a show. On the low and not a soul. Ain't gon' know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My beautiful audience, my beautiful subscribers, what is going on? Hope you guys are having a blessed one. Good to see everybody again here on the channel. Man, it's definitely been this has been long awaited. I've been looking forward to doing this. I've just been so busy, but appreciate everybody's patience, man. Thank you guys so very much. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all my new subs. Let's get into the video, man. So, Sea of Thieves, man. Twitter has been an absolute jungle for the most part. It's been a jungle. People have tweeted this game's demise. They have made GIFs. They have done everything known to man. Obviously, you got some people just damage controlling it. And the vast majority, including myself, are kind of just bored of the topic. And I actually am bored. I haven't really tweeted or anything about Sea of Thieves. I haven't given my personal opinion on Sea of Thieves. One, I don't own it, so I obviously can't. I really can't have an opinion on something I don't own. But you know, it's just funny to me. It really is funny. But what's the purpose of this video? Why do you see the title that you guys see? Well, it's very simple. Sea of Thieves is a game that was brought here to quote-unquote entertain us, right? It was a game just like many other games. You know, they're meant to entertain us and give us joy and have us talking about it for an extended period of time. You kind of wonder, did they really reach their mark with Sea of Thieves? Did they really achieve what they wanted to achieve? Now, granted, I've heard the sales are very bad for this game, but I'm talking about the impact, ladies and gentlemen. You notice how there's a lot of people talking about the game, and a good chunk of these dudes don't own it. A lot of people are talking about this game. They don't own it. You see it in every comment section. You go here on YouTube.com, you go to IGN, it's all over the place, to Sea of Thieves, and you kind of think, did they actually win in the long run with everybody talking about the game? Now, granted, I already know what a lot of people are going to come at me with, like, nah, just people arguing. True, it is people arguing, but let's be real here. That arguing is basically getting the game out there. You're basically advertising the game without even realizing that you're advertising the game. So basically, that's what I'm going with this. Some people might not like it, but you know, I mean, that's just, I guess, the law of the jungle. You know, pretty much, you know, since Twitter is a jungle, I guess it's the law of the jungle, the way people are acting on the internet. Me personally, again, I just don't really care as much for the game. I still don't. My own personal, just from looking at it, right? I could base off of that, you know, just from looking at the game. I just, I don't see the hype behind it. I never saw the hype behind it. You know, I saw Angry Joe, he was looking forward to it, and he gave it a low rating. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But, you know, more people are talking about Sea of Thieves than anything else right now. Now, granted, a lot of people are just saying that this is karma. People are just rubbing it into the face of people who overhype this game. A lot of people who overhype this game, you know, are obviously flip-flopping and saying that, oh, yeah, they never meant to do this. They just said it for entertainment purposes. Sure you did. But for the majority, man, nobody really cares about it. Nobody. You know, but all this publicity that you're giving the game by talking about it every single day, you guys are not talking about good games that have released, like A Way Out or Far Cry 5. I don't see nobody talking about these games. I really don't. I see businesses, you know, advertising the game more than people in the comment sections, more than people in videos. It's all Sea of Thieves. Now, granted, yes, there is a lot of hypocrisy behind Sea of Thieves and the way people who hyped this game up reacted to certain games on PlayStation and Nintendo. Of course, I understand, which is why a lot of you want to talk about it. But let's be real here. Still, at the end of the day, we're not talking about stuff that truly matters. We're not talking about new games. We're not talking about good stuff. We're just talking about the same thing. We're kind of milking the cow a little too much, aren't we, guys? Aren't we just a little too much? Can we just let Sea of Thieves die off, man? It's already dead, but can we just let it die off? The people who are damage controlling saying that, oh, well, you guys are wrong because the game is going to have DLC. They're going to add more to the game in the history, and down the line. By the time they add that DLC, my dudes who are damage controlling that, you won't be playing it. So, I don't get it. You dudes won't be playing it. History has proven. You dudes will not be playing it. The main dudes who are defending this with their lives, like their livelihoods, these dudes, they won't be playing it. But they put on that facade like they will be playing it. And again, if you like Sea of Thieves, you like Sea of Thieves. I'm not here to tell you that you can't like Sea of Thieves. I'm not here to tell you that you can't like a Bloodborne or God of War or anything like that. No, it's all preference at the end of the day. If you prefer a God of War or Sea of Thieves, then go ahead, play Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves is one of those games that you simply just don't like, or at least me, right? It's one of those games that just simply doesn't grab me. It doesn't make me go, man, I gotta dish out $500 for that. I definitely gotta dish out $500. You know what I'm saying? And for the whole Game Pass situation where, people are being charged and all that. I mean, hey, I knew it was going to happen eventually. You see, there's a good and there's a bad to service type games. It's always been a good and a bad. Now, you notice how Konami is charging you for save slots in Metal Gear Survive, right? Who's to say that practice won't get carried over in service-based games? Is that true? Who's to say they're not going to charge you for bullets in your gun? Less NPCs, or not NPCs, but less, enemies for you to play or stuff like that, right? Like stuff like that, like cheats in the game that you can pay for. Who's to say they won't do that? That's the route gaming is going, people. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not a fan of it, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I tried so very, very hard with all my might to stop, but I was expecting more from our very community. I was expecting our community as a whole to really put the fanboy bull aside, to put all the stupid, X gonna give it to you stuff aside, the pony insults, the, X-Bag insults. I was hoping that everybody will put that aside and really come together, similar to how we did with the DRM, talk from the PS4 and the Xbox One at the start of this generation. I was hoping for something like that, and as you clearly can see, we just can't get it. I guess we're so far lost. We're so far lost in this sea, and no pun intended, but we are lost in this sea of hate. We really are. Nobody can be happy with anything. God of War gets a brand spanking new, color and revamped visual effects, and of course you got people just gotta hate on that. Obviously, Last of Us gets another beautiful addition, it gets another beautiful look, whatnot, and you got people saying, oh, that's not a game, that's a movie. That be true. Sea of Thieves comes out and people say it's a Pixar wannabe movie, bootleg, whatever, and it's trash. I mean, but that's really what gaming has become. We're all stuck in the sea of hate. Come on, let's be real here. If you look at all the podcasts that have happened as of late, okay? Look at all the podcasts that has happened as of late. How many of these people are talking about A Way Out? How many of these people are talking about Far Cry 5? How many of these people are talking about up-and-coming games that are still, we're still waiting on? How many people are talking about God of War as much? Exactly. They're not. Just talking about Sea of Thieves. Damage controlling it. Listen. You don't own no stocks in Sony. You don't own stocks in Microsoft. Damage controlling for these multi-billion-dollar companies gets you nothing in the long run. I thought we got past this. I thought we all understood this at least once. At least I did. I could have sworn we did. Excuse me for that. But I thought we all understood this. I really did. Damage control for these multi-billion-dollar companies gets you nothing. And when you damage control for these companies, it just shows them that, you know what? You're subjective to everything that they do. You are subjective to everything that they say. You are subjective to every practice that they can throw at you. So if Sony felt inclined to charge you for every time you get a friend request on PSN, they would feel inclined that you would like that. See what I'm saying? It's all fun and games until Sony and Microsoft really take that massive step in terms of the fuckery towards you. I'm telling you right now. To all the dudes that think PlayStation, you know, like that Shuhei Yoshida and Kaz Hirai, Andrew House and all them, if you really think they love you like they're saying they do, okay. Just look what happens when your PS Plus runs out. I want you to wait till your PS Plus runs out and see what happens. And then call them up and see what they say to you. Sad but true. For all of you that think Phil Spencer cares about you. Look what happens, or actually, I can't even say that. Just look at what he's done now. Look what he's done. He said your feedback has been taken to a full effect. You've all, addressed that you want games. You've all addressed that you want less controllers. You just want new experiences. And what has Phil done? Has he given you new experiences? Or let me correct that myself. Has he given you worthwhile new experiences? Because he has given you some new games, but the thing is, those games are indies. And last time I checked, Phil Spencer, along with half the damn fan base of the Xbox brand, mocked the PlayStation for having indies. Remember? The PlayStation called the Indie Station? Right? PlayStation Indies, whatever. They were saying all that about PlayStation. So we know you don't want indies. It's not what you want. Sure, indies are nice to have on the side. That's great to have. I have no problem with indies. I think indies are the future. I really do. You don't believe me? Look. Let's take a good look at some of these games that have just blown up from being indies, shall we? Minecraft, a game that's literally started this generation. Rocket League. Rocket League has done amazing. And that game started from nothing. I was there from the jump. And I still play Rocket League to this day. I love it. It's an amazing game. It went from being a simple pick up and play game that was just fun to now being an esports type of game for a lot of players. But that game started off as an indie for the most part. That game wasn't a AAA budget game. It wasn't. Rocket League has gotten so big that what's that shit called? Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is coming out with their own Rocket League like RC game. I kid you not, where it's like a ball, like you can literally just push the ball into the hoops, or not hoops, but into the net and all that. They're actually doing that. Look it up. Hot Wheels is trying to cash in on Rocket League success. It's pretty insane. So indies are good to have. I'm not saying indies are bad. No, indies are good to have. It's all about, having choices, right? Indies are great to have. But we want impactful games. We want games, from Microsoft, from their own first-party studios. And many people can argue and say that they don't have studios. Okay, you have a point there. But whose problem is that, my dudes? Whose problem is that? Is it your problem? No. Is it my problem? No. That's Microsoft's problem. I know you guys think I was going to say it's a you problem. No, it's Microsoft's problem, okay? No. But seriously, that's Microsoft's problem. Microsoft has had how many years since this console's come out? How many years since the Xbox One? To have exclusives and games and studios? How many times did people hype up that Microsoft was investing in like 4 or 5 brand new studios from last gen? You look at this generation now, we don't even see one. Aside from the ones that we've already seen, we don't see not one new studio. 343. Can 343 make something else aside from Halo? Can they really? Are you going to keep like babying 343 studios? Or are you going to let them create the future? Coalition. Rumors of Coalition making a new game. I hope so. Because I'm telling you right now, you can't just have them in the dungeon making Gears forever. It's done. It's played out. Come on, let's be real here. Were we or were we not played out of Uncharted from the PlayStation 3 era? Were we not played out from Uncharted? We were getting played out. Uncharted 1, we were like, okay, that's not a half bad of a game. That was pretty good. Uncharted 2, we were like, oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. Then Uncharted 3 came out. Then we got the Golden Abyss. And people was like, oh my god, come on. How many damn Uncharted games you gonna come out with? Literally, that's how people were. God of War, another one. When we got the God of War extension, what were people saying last generation? They're bored, they're tired. They want something else. That's what I'm saying to you. It doesn't hurt to demand better. It doesn't hurt to speak your mind. I don't care if you build a fan base beyond like based on lies. I don't care. But even you, it's your obligation as a gamer to ask what caters to you. If you're gonna sit there and damage control a lot of stupid stuff, like they can come out with games that are basically, you know, PG rated. At this point, Microsoft will say, yeah, these games are going to make the unbelievable lineup for the Xbox 2 or whatever, right? And it's all a bunch of PG, knack-looking games, even though you guys claim you hate games like that. If you're going to defend that sort of stuff and then attack Sony, I don't know what to call you. Hypocrite just doesn't seem to, you know, summarize you. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. So, you know, the list goes on. It really does go on. And it really does hurt so many people in the end. You lying, especially if you have a channel with an audience that's as big as so many people I'm not even gonna name, but you know, if you have an audience as big as that and you're just lying to them and then, you know, you're poisoning their minds thinking what they believe is right when the reality is not, you are hurting the very thing that you claim you love. But at the end of the day though, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of these dudes don't love this, and they've shown that they don't love this. So hey, what can I say? What can I say? It's true. So, you know, I've been away. That's why I'm making this long video, but I've been away. And boy, does it feel good to be back home, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good. Shout out to all you guys again. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. Hit that thumbs down if you did not agree or you did not like the video. Go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. Obviously, follow me on Twitter. It's up on the heads-up display here in front of you. Thank you guys so very, very much to everybody who's followed me on Twitter and everybody who's subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, you can subscribe to the channel, which is the prompt right there. And yeah, I will see you guys on my next upload, man. But you know, it's crazy. It really is crazy. You know, you get called all these things, you know, just from wanting something more for everybody. It really does. You know, the damage control never ceases to amaze us. Like, it's like, what, you don't own an Xbox, you don't own a Switch, you don't own a PlayStation, but you're asking for more for those consoles? That's kind of stupid. It's like, is it really now? Did it ever occur to you that I want more for the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever because I want to invest in that? I want a reason to invest in that? And then no damage control, well, if you don't own one now, you were never going to buy one then. How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't. That's just a silly cop-out to try to make it seem like, or make yourself feel like, oh, you're a white knight. Listen, white knighting at the end of the day, what has that gotten you for the Xbox? What has it gotten you for the Xbox brand? 3 consoles, a plethora of controllers, right? A ton of excuses, lots of damage control, and still a lot of waiting. White knighting for PlayStation for the PS3 generation. What did that get you? A network that went down for like 2 months, right? A crappy launch at a $600 price tag for the PlayStation 3, right? Ridiculous wait time for games. Let's be real here. None of these dudes are perfect. No side is perfect. Look at Nintendo, the Wii U. What did white knighting for the Wii U get you? Nothing. You had games from Nintendo's first-party studios, and they did good on that, but you got no third-party games. You had ridiculous wait times. The console launched bare bones. It was a joke, and that's what I'm talking about. Be a gamer. Stop being a follower. Just be a gamer, and stop. That's my advice for all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed one. Deuces.